Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris. It's your boy Chris. It's another amazing episode of Financipation. This channel is all about making money, saving money, building generational wealth, and financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. On this channel, everybody, I give you a six-figure MBA level worth of investing in financial knowledge for free here on YouTube. And things that people typically spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn in grad school or in business school, I give it to you for free here on Financipation. Before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Pelican Solutions. If you need digital marketing, website development, someone to essentially edit your YouTube video or to build your website, they're the best in the business at meeting all of your digital needs. Also, please hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop new content, okay? All right, everybody. One thing that I constantly talk about is that readers are leaders. And when people think about the things that allow you to become great, sadly, in our day and age, reading lots of books are not one of the things that people typically mention. And when I think about the things that have essentially allowed me to essentially start building wealth for my family, as well as for myself, as well as other things that have essentially allowed me to financially emancipate myself from poverty, reading books, and more importantly, reading the right kinds of books, were literally instrumental on my journey to building generational wealth. I always say, everyone, that there are no secrets to the wealthy anymore, and there are no secrets to getting rich. All the secrets, people, are in these things called books, and they're on financial podcasts like Financipation. So that's what we're going to talk about right here, okay? We're going to discuss the types of books that will make you a millionaire. So let's get started. The first book we're going to talk about is Scholarships, The Golden Road to Free Money. This book was written by Christopher Phelps. This book goes into detail about how to go to college 100% for free. And I love how this gentleman breaks down how people can essentially go about making college more affordable. It's like this, everybody. When I do my research, the first major financial mistake that most people make when they come to me is this: they did not pay for college the right way. Everyone, this student loan thing is not going anywhere. Let's just be completely honest with you. Student loan debt in America has surpassed 1.7 trillion with a T dollars. For comparison's sake, if America's student loan debt was a sovereign nation or a sovereign country or whatever, it would be the 12th largest economy in the world. America's student loan debts are higher than the GDP, the gross domestic product, of countries like Australia, North Korea, Spain, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Holland, Switzerland, just to name a few. And I have news for you, everybody. The cost of college, it is not getting any cheaper, period. According to a 2023 study that was done by US News and World Report, the average in-state college in America costs roughly $15,000 per year, or $60,000 for a four-year degree. The average out-of-state college in America costs $26,000 per year, or $105,000 roughly for a four-year college degree. And the average private college costs $43,000 per year, or $172,000 for a four-year degree. And once again, everybody, the price of college, as I stated earlier, is not getting any cheaper. And that is the reason why I love this book that was written by Christopher Phelps so much, because when you factor in inflation, the gentleman who wrote this book, he obtained over $350,000 worth of free scholarship money, and the brother went to school for free. And he walks you through step by step how your child can go to college for free. And once again, this author did not get a full ride to play sports. He did not get a full ride or whatever to play sports. The way he basically paid for his scholarships, well, he basically just sat down and he just applied for them day in and day out. He roughly applied to a certain amount of scholarships every week. People, buy the book. I'm telling you, it is going to literally, it has the power to literally change your financial tree, okay? So if anyone is serious about wanting to go to college for a cheaper amount, buy this book. Once again, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give the book Scholarships, The Golden Road to Free Money a 10 for actionable takeaways. Next, the next book I want to talk about that's going to help you basically make you a millionaire is this one, Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. So Spencer Johnson is a very cool gentleman. He's actually a licensed medical doctor. And if you desire to be a millionaire and to build generational wealth, you are going to have to get used to doing things differently and quickly adapting to change. It is as simple as that, people. This book, Who Moved My Cheese, is an amazing read because it teaches you to embrace the most important thing and the most inevitable thing that happens in life, which is change. People, I have news for you. Businesses, organizations, people, animals, relationships, Anything that does not quickly adapt to change, it dies very quickly. If you don't believe me, look no further than the fact that roughly 90% of the Fortune 500 companies that were on top of the world in 1973 no longer exist today. And what's even crazy is that if you actually pull up the Fortune 500 list from 1973, I guarantee you have probably never heard of literally 80 to 90% of the companies that are actually on that list. The book, Who Moved My Cheese, uses a very, very simple parable of 4 characters to hammer home the fact that if you want to be successful in life, in business, in relationships, or whatever, you had better be willing to adapt very quickly to a changing world around you. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the book, Who Moved My Cheese, with 10 being the highest, I give this book an 8 for actionable takeaways. Next book I want to talk about is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. So if you're, I'm gonna be completely honest with you on this one, everybody. If you're a single guy or you're a single gal, you're sitting in a cubicle at a job that you hate, and you hate being there every second of your life, this book is going to talk to you on a deeply spiritual level, particularly if you're the type of person who wants to get up and move to another country. So do not let the title, by the way, fool you, because Tim Ferriss openly admits that you will have to work a lot more than 4 hours to escape corporate America and to escape a job that you hate. But if you want to get the most out of your life, this book is phenomenal because it teaches you how to start thinking differently. This book also, once again, is not about working less. It's about working smarter on your own enterprises while you are in corporate America. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, a 7 for actionable takeaways. Next book we're going to talk about that's going to make you a millionaire is this, The Millionaire Next Door. This phenomenal book was written by PhD Thomas J. Stanley. And what I love about the most about this book is that it completely debunks a lot of this crap that you see like on social media or hip hop or whatever. I don't know. It basically debunks a lot of the garbage that you see essentially as far as what a rich person looks like, because a lot of people have this idea that rich people are driving exotic foreign cars or whatever. They're renting beautiful women every night. They're flying all over the world. They're wearing expensive clothes, they're wearing expensive jewelry. They're making it rain at the club every night. They're buying expensive bottles of alcohol. That's the kind of garbage that social media has you believing. But statistically speaking, everybody, literally nothing is further from the truth, because people that are wealthy do not operate that way. In this book, Dr. Stanley interviews hundreds of extremely wealthy decamillionaire men and women all across the United States of America. And he systematically breaks down the lies and the stereotypes that social media tells us about the ultra wealthy. Most of America's decamillionaires, they live in modest homes. Most of America's decamillionaires, they buy jeans from Walmart. And surprisingly, they receive very little to no parental economic support to actually become wealthy. Full disclosure, I will say this, however, about the Millionaire Next Door. It is more of a drier read. And if you can get through it, however, you are going to learn a tremendous amount from reading this book, as it literally shows you what millionaires really look like, the cars they drive, and most revealingly, the children that they produce. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give the book, The Millionaire Next Door, a 9 for actionable takeaways. And something else I love about this book as well, there's a very good possibility that the person that you basically play ball with, that person lives directly next door to, the guy you at the person that you basically go to Subway with, the person that you sit on the bus next to, might be a millionaire. And this book hammers that point home, okay? The next book that's going to make you a millionaire is The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, that was written by Jack Bogle. Jack Bogle is the founder of Vanguard, and he also is the founder of the Low Cost Index Fund. Jack Bogle, Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett, in my opinion, these are the 3 greatest financial minds of our generation. And if you follow my channel, you know for a fact that I am a huge proponent of passively managed low-cost index funds and low-cost ETFs. Check out my podcast, everybody, on how index funds can make you millions. And if you follow my channel, you are well aware of the fact that index funds and ETFs make up a huge percentage of my retirement and my investment portfolios. When you read the book, the Little Book on Common Sense Investing, when you read this book, you are literally learning from one of the greatest financial investors of the last 60 years, as Jack Bogle shares my sentiments exactly about passively managed low-cost index funds. And in his book, Jack goes into great detail as far as why total diversification and low-cost index funds are the best financial product on the market, because they are easy, they outperform the market, and they essentially come with very little overhead. Essentially, everybody, it's like this. If you're interested in building generational wealth slowly over time, index funds and what Jack Bogle proposes in this book are probably the route you want to go. I'm also, having said that very well, the fact there is a very, very loud and large segment of the finance community that hates Jack Bogle and that can't stand index funds. I'm very well aware of that because they feel they're too conservative. And to those people, it is what it is. My advice is read the book and figure it out for yourself. I also vehemently disagree with that segment, and so do the numbers, by the way. The statistical numbers that basically show that 96% of people who jump in and out of the stock market make less money than us index fund people. But I digress. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give Jack Bugle's book, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, a 10 for actionable takeaways. Not only is it a very, very easy read, he makes somewhat complicated things, or very complicated things, depending on what your level of financial knowledge is and literacy is. He makes very quote unquote complicated things very easy. And it's actually a very good read. Next, please hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop new content. Please hit that like button. Please share the video. Please comment. Please share. Please subscribe. It helps the algorithm and allows me to continue to bring you free content as I'm giving you an MBA level worth of investing and financial knowledge for free here on YouTube, okay? The next book I want you to read is this, that's going to make you a millionaire, is Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. So in this tremendous novel, Tony Robbins systematically breaks out what he calls his 7 steps to achieving financial freedom. In this book, Tony interviews financial megastars like the late Jack Bogle, Ray Dalio, Paul Tudor Jones, Warren Buffett, and several others, and he picks their brains on what a person should, and more importantly, should not be investing into. In this book, Tony Robbins walks you through how to take control of your finances, what to invest in, what to avoid, thus allowing you to build your generational wealth and to financially emancipate yourself from poverty. Everybody, I have an MBA and I've taught finance for decades. To my listeners, this is a highly technical read, and you probably are going to have to Google some things to kind of know exactly what Tony Robbins is talking about, but this is a very good read. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game, an 8 for actionable takeaways. The next book that I want you to read that's going to help make you a millionaire is this one, The Company of One by Paul Jarvis. This book is an absolute personal favorite of mine because it talks to the business owner, to that entrepreneur that wants to get wealthy by building a business that only has one employee, yourself. If the idea of working 6 months a year, making $500,000, and then spending the next 6 months a year traveling the world with your beautiful family, your beautiful wife, your kids sounds appealing to you, you are going to love the book, The Company of One. This book is an economic goldmine and an absolute must read for any entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, sole proprietors, or anything like that that wants to actually prioritize having a rich life over having monetary wealth. And Paul Jarvis believes that the key to a more fulfilling career in life is not to scale the corporate ladder necessarily, or to become a successful company. The most successful way to building a fulfilling career and a life is to become a successful company of one, where you basically work for yourself, and he walks you through exactly how to thoroughly do that in an intelligent way. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I give the book, The Company of One, a 10 for actionable takeaways. Next, and lastly, the last book that's going to make you a millionaire is a little different from every other book on this list, and it's called Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins. This book was written by a retired U.S. Navy SEAL, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is about as far from a finance book as possible, but it is a personal favorite of mine for a very, very different, somber reason. I've interviewed and met several self-made decade millionaires here on Financipation, and all of them, and I do legit mean all of them, have had to deal with racism, with sexism, with classism, with divorce, with trauma, or some form of pain. All of them have been essentially attacked by the ills of life. And they had to learn essentially how to be resilient, how to be mentally strong in the face of brutal setbacks. That is the one caveat that I've noticed among all highly successful people. It doesn't matter whether they're Black, whether they're white, whether they're Christian, whether they're Muslim, whether they're atheist, it does not matter. Hispanic it's irrelevant. The one fact that I've noticed among all extremely wealthy people is they had to deal with extreme hardship and had to be very resilient about something tragic that happened to them. So if you are a mentally weak person that makes excuses about why life's not fair and why you're never going to be successful, guess what, people, you're never going to build generational wealth. It's as simple as that. And if you are a mentally weak person, you need to read this book, Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins. David Goggins dealt with extreme racism as a preteen and as a teenager. He was dyslexic. He only read on a 4th grade level, and he saw some of his friends literally get ran over by a bus and killed in front of him when he was a little boy. At 280 pounds when he was a grown man, David Goggins decided to join the U.S. Navy SEALs. He lost the weight. He eventually became a 20-year active duty Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, Air Force Tactical Air Force Controller, and the man set world records for endurance tests. So if you are a mentally weak man or woman that constantly makes excuses about why life's not fair, this is the book that I would highly recommend and advise you to read, because you will not reach financial emancipation and you will not be a millionaire for very long if you do not have any mental strength. And I'm also going to say this, full disclosure, unlike every other book on this list, this book, Cant Hurt Me, is very, very raw. The term "cusses like a sailor" is very prevalent for David Goggins, okay? And the racism in this book, the words are unfiltered. And if you have had traumatic experiences in your life, this book, I'm telling you right now, is going to trigger you. And it's going to bring back some very, very bad memories. But I'm also going to tell you this. I highly recommend the book Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins, because it hammers home the idea that the only person who can stop you from achieving all of your greatness and your financial emancipation is you. Period. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the book Cant Hurt Me, with 10 being the highest. I give this book a 10 for actionable takeaways. And it's not even a financial book, okay? But I guarantee you, read this book and it's going to help you on your journey to becoming a millionaire. Readers are leaders, everybody. And remember, the average American reads 1 book per year, whereas the average millionaire reads 50 books per year. So as you pursue your journey to financially emancipate yourself from poverty and to build that generational wealth, these are the books that I highly, highly recommend that all of you read. And in closing, everybody, I wanted to say this. I wanted to pick a list of books that are applicable whether you're working 50 hours a week in corporate America or you're working 100 hours a week as an entrepreneur, okay? So with that, everybody, this channel, Financipation, is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth, and it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. You can book a one-on-one session with me at any point. The link is below. And I'm not giving you financial advice, everyone. You must make your own responsible decisions based on your own thorough independent research that you conduct for your own financial choices, okay, and for your family. Thanks for listening, everyone. Also, please follow me at www.therealfinancipation.com. You can check me on Instagram at @thereal_financipation. You can check me on Spotify or TikTok. That sign back there, Financipation, spelled just like it looks in that sign back there. You can check me on my Facebook page, Financipation. That's where my tribe is at. We all go back and forth about different things that we talk about on Facebook. And also check out my digital blog as well for my financial blog. It's $4.95 a month, and I go into a lot more detail as far as different financial concepts and things of that nature. And also, everybody, check out my digital and e-products below as well. Hit that notification bell. Please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe. Please, thank you, Killer Solutions, for all these dope graphics. And it's your boy Chris. I'm out. Peace.